wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Delitha. I am Travis. It's Wednesday, and that means it is time for Wednesday night Dynamite. But there's something else. It's on TNT or TBS.
It's like I don't even know where I'm at. It is on TBS. Their first night on TBS. You guys like that?
NXT going crazy, releasing folk. They're like, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone.
Who?
You're gone. NXT.
Oh, they released some people today?
Just releasing folk.
Oh, I didn't know they released
Why
some
does
people
this keep
today.
going off?
I don't know. How would I know?
Serena Deeb. We all love Serena Deeb.
Deeb
nuts.
Deeb.
Jacob's up in here. Up in here. You up in here? Why are y'all like not up in here?
Not. Yeah, we have Jacob, and that's it. Says, hey, I have the unicorn sprinkles. Damn, dude. Sorry about that. Hopefully you're not too sick.
Timothy Thatcher's gone. Huh.
Who else was?
Well, I can't hear it because the Daniel Bryan's stupid music was on. Danny Burch, Timothy Thatcher, Hideki Suzuki.
Becky Suzuki, huh? Yeah, Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter says Tony Schiavone, Jay Ross, Lex Calvar, and AEW. Yep. And hey, Travis. Hey, Delitha. Hey, Walter. Just listening to some NXT information. Walter wants Hangman Page for the win. Oh my God, is that on tonight? Oh God.
That is. It'll probably be the first hour.
I'm gonna take me a goddamn nap. It's ridiculous.
I actually like Timothy Thatcher. That's a shame. I feel like he's the type of guy that could have stuck around. Oh well. They got rid of William Regal though. They cut his ass. They're like.
They got rid of William Regal? They're like, you're old, and we don't like the way that you do your managerial.
It's like this. It's plain and simple. Like, you don't have to be huge into wrestling to understand what's happening. NXT was around for years. Not a long time, but like years, like 7 or something. It was on the network, and then it was on TV. Plain and simple, right?
Okay.
Facts.
Uh-huh.
They didn't produce any main talent for the main roster except for in the women.
Right, okay.
Now, granted, Seth Rollins was there, but I think he was there before it was NXT, but I'm not sure he could have been in NXT. I think he was the first NXT heavyweight champion, as a matter of fact. But anyways, they had Roman, Seth, and Dean.
Oh, okay.
All come from the independent circuit-ish, and then now they're there. So, other than that, what other main star talent have they developed on the main roster?
Yeah, I don't know because I really don't know the history. Like,
Hey,
of
Mark
a lot
Henry's
of
out there.
Of them.
He is a judge.
Oh, that's right. It's stupid judging. Oh, God, that's good.
Yeah, if this lasts a fucking hour to go to judges, there is something wrong with AEW.
There's something wrong with them. They shouldn't be pushing fucking Daniel Bryan for him to win over somebody who is an AEW winner. And if they give him the fucking belt, it's just ridiculous. Anyways, Ramit is in the chat. Hey, Ramit. As Walter says, did you hear the WWE releases today? Yeah, they're from NXT. We were just kind of listening to them, just talking about them a little bit there.
Danny Burch, Timothy Thatcher, some other guy.
Hideki Suzuki.
Hadoku.
Yeah. Ramit says, I think tonight Thunder Rosa protect to Ruby Soho from Mercedes Martinez and Jade Cargill attacks. Ooh.
Well, Jade Cargill has a match, and that's tonight.
With Ruby Soho.
With Mrs. Soho. Liv Morgan's friend.
Yeah, that lady.
Look how big that belt is. That's what they should look like. That referee can barely hold it.
He's like, it's so ginormous. I can hardly hold it. Jacob says, I feel okay because I didn't lose my taste or smell. Good deal. Ramit says, Tony Khan dream signing it may be Jeff Hardy or Bray Wyatt for All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it'll be anybody that you want to see.
Nope. He just likes to pick all the dumb talent that makes no sense. And for some reason, you guys are fans of him, but I don't know why.
It'll just be the same old guy. They're going to sign the same guy again and again and again and again.
I hope people start getting pissed and tell him what a dumb fuck he is.
You got
O'Reilly.
Cole.
O'Reilly. They're all the same.
Daniel Bryan.
They're all the same guy. Just line them up and they look exactly the same.
The next guy's going to be Johnny Wrestling.
They're all tiny. They're all the same dude. They all do the same shit. They're boring as fuck. And they're morons.
Okay, you're going a little bit too far.
No,
but
I'm not.
They are a photocopy of each other. Now, Daniel's not as high-flying as most. He's a very slow, very, very slow wrestler.
He's fucking boring as fuck. Roberto Lozano's in the chat. Hey, Roberto says hello. It's another Wednesday.
It is. It seems like it's Wednesday, like once a week. It flies by.
It's really weird that it would show up once a week. Well, there's like Tony Khan signed a new wrestler. He might show up.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the same guy. Atlas.
Oh, yeah. The same type of guy.
Exactly the same. Undersized, same body, same everything.
He's garbage.
All right. Anyways, Daniel Bryan is in a match for the heavyweight championship of the world.
They're doing more boring crap.
Against Adam Pac-Man, Hangman, whatever you want to call him. What's his last name? Page.
Jacob says, is a Royal Rumble coming up sometime soon? Yes, the end of January.
It is, the 29th. It's a Saturday. So make sure you leave that Saturday open.
Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday.
Well, there's like Matt Striker maybe got released from Impact. I don't know him. Do you know him?
Maybe as under a different name.
Eric the Yeti's in the chat saying VD. Oh my God, why are we giving people venereal diseases?
That's weird.
Freak. What a weirdo. Like, VD, man. Yeah, they all need venereal diseases.
Rob Van Dam, maybe. I don't know. That's pretty funny.
Jacob says, I was thinking about going to that taping.
Yeah?
The taping.
What taping? What kind of taping?
The taping of what?
What are you taping?
What taping are you talking about? Go, Hangman Page. Kick his ass, Seabass. Kill him.
Come on, Paige.
Bryan Danielson.
In this match early, there's Paige flying through, hits him right in the face with his hands.
Kill Daniel. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Murder. Oh.
Whoa, nobody was home.
Murder.
Pop up, power bomb right on the ring apron.
It was a power bam.
Power bam.
It was like the old school Batman cartoon.
That was easy for me to say.
Ravi's in
Here it is! Buckshot Lariat! Ended early! Daniel wisely rolls out the other side.
His back hurts. Hey, Ravi, how's it going? Says, yo, what's good? Jacob says Royal Rumble. Walter says, go Paige win this match. And Jacob says, in St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, yeah? Is it a taping, though? Because
it should be live.
Live pay-per-viewing?
Whoa! Oh, Daniel just threw him, sidestepped him, and assisted him right into that metal barricade.
Hopefully he's okay. Ouch. Damn. As Ravi says, a little madness in the ring. But not really. It's madness outside of the ring. Oh, his arm literally hit that. Wow.
He'll live, because Daniel's got it, and now he's concentrating on it, because that's how you wrestle. Oh, drove that shoulder right into that ring apron post.
Ravi says, all good, D. Travis. Good deal. Good deal, Ravi.
Hey, Ravi.
I'm going to take a nap.
This match could last an hour, and if it does, they have judges. They got Mark Henry, some other guy, and The Big Show. The Big Slow.
Ravi says, live to fight another day. Jacob says, yeah, I will let you guys know where I'm sitting if I go. Yeah, do that so we can watch for you out in the audience.
You know what? That would be awesome. Would be awesome. You know what would be fun to do right now if you're a Paige? Just leave.
Right?
Get counted out. You lose the match. You win the title, and you walk home.
Can the judges do that though? If
there's no judges. It's a 60-minute match. It's a normal match. It's just if it goes 60 minutes, it goes to the judges.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's no disqualification. You can get counted out. You can get disqualified. Pick up a chair and hit him in the face with it.
True. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
I mean, just in this.
You have to take a sign, Jacob, and be like, I am here, and then point down at yourself. Walter says, Vince McMahon, please don't release good wrestlers in WWE.
He usually doesn't. Every once in a while you get that surprise, but most of the time they aren't great.
Yeah. And if they do leave and they're good wrestlers, most of the time they ask for their release for some reason. Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin, it's like about Toasty Marshmallow. Toasty Marshmallow is not on this programming tonight. That is Raw.
It wouldn't be cool if she
SmackDown.
was.
Walter says, on Access TV after Impact Wrestling Thursday, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh, wow. They're putting it on Access TV, huh?
Good.
Good for them. Getting back on the old television. Showing people their shit and whatnot. That's good of them.
Good stuff.
How's that?
I didn't see our notification, but then I found it, so I can't.
Hey,
That almost looks like the cover I made.
Still to come, Jake Cargill against Ruby Soho in the final for the TBS champion.
Who's going to be the TBS champion? The television champion. I don't like calling
Ruby
it after
Soho. I'm saying it now. It's going to be her.
I hope it's Jade, but it could be Ruby. I lost a lot of respect for Ruby over this title run thing that she's doing.
Why is that?
Just not a huge fan. But
why did you lose the respect? Like, what was it that caused you to go, I don't like her anymore that much?
too babyface.
Oh, she's
like,
too nicey-picey.
Too clean. I don't like the overly clean. Like Paige, he's a good guy, but he's not overly clean.
Yeah, he kind of does some dirty-handed stuff sometimes.
I don't like when they go overly clean. There's that big clothesline. I like the Mercedes Martinez comeback, though. Don't call it a comeback.
Vindicator says, I know it's just one of those fun deletheisms to say, but yeah, she is more fun than Danny McBride, Dan, in yet another first match. Ugh.
This is tough. And if it lasts the whole hour, they've got a few matches planned tonight, and I don't know how they would fit if it went the whole hour.
Okay, the reason why I call her Toasty Marshmallow is because she literally looks like a toasty marshmallow. Literally.
Delicious.
Like, if you put up a toasty marshmallow, right, and put cute little anime eyes and stuff on it, that would totally be
Toasty Marshmallow.
Kayla Braxton. Like, it would be her. Like, she is a toasty marshmallow. She's just so adorable.
Is that guy just holding up a belt in the background?
Yes, they all do that.
That's so weird.
Like a belt, like his own belt?
See? It's right there in the front row, right there to the left. Isn't that a belt?
Yeah, I think it's on his arm, though. Like, he's got it, like, here. He's like, I'm a champion, too.
All right, Paige, up over. Daniel threw him all the way down to the floor. They're spending a lot of time out on the floor tonight.
Walter's like, Ruby Soho will win the TBS title.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jade, but she's probably going to lose.
Cheated from the match. She sure did.
She did.
Ravi's like, LOL, too clean, like minty fresh, LOL.
Yeah.
Sure, minty. And its freshness.
Have you ever heard of the... Oh, shit, what is the name of that band? Ah, shit, I can't remember their name. The Kentucky Headhunters?
Nope. I've never heard of them.
It's a country band, and they have a song called I Like My Women a Little on the Trashy Side.
Yeah.
This just reminded me of the wrestling. Trashy. I like my women a little on the trashy side. He went to prom with a girl in a Dolly Parton wig. Basically a hooker.
Vindicator says, it's a shame you and Travis didn't clear a little space in the snow and start a small fire to roast some marshmallows while popping those fireworks last weekend. LOL.
You know, I did. It was just so cold.
If the wind wouldn't have been blowing, I totally would have been all for that. Cocoa, roasting marshmallows, all that shit. But it was so cold with the wind. I mean, it was literally like a -15 wind chill factor. It was cold enough that he almost couldn't light the fireworks. He was having a hard time getting the fireworks
I have some chestnuts in my motorcycle in the little pouch from Marsha's. She gave me a whole bunch of chestnuts this summer.
Oh, yeah?
So we could have roasted chestnuts on an open fire.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Jack Frost nipping at our butts because it's cold back behind us.
Robbie's like, Dee was going to hold up a belt on stream, but realized she only had a WWE belt and it wasn't Monday or Friday. Haha. If I held up a belt, it would be a belt that was made for whipping people's asses, which is not a stupid wrestling belt.
Like a strap?
It's like a leather strap, and that fucking bitch will hurt you.
Ouch.
It's the only kind of belts I have. And normally I use them to hold up my pants.
I think the fire pit that I need to make for outside in the wintertime is a thin one about that wide, but really wide, like a circumference of like maybe 30 feet.
Okay, so
So you can get in the middle of it and have the fire all the way around you.
oh goody, gum drops.
Well, you would leave a path.
So you'd have to leave so you're saying a horseshoe shape. Literally a horseshoe shaped fire pit.
And just hope the wind doesn't blow.
And hope the wind doesn't blow onto you.
In the
to
direction.
Start you on fire in your flammable winter attire.
Stop,
because
drop,
you
and
would
roll.
die.
Just make the horseshoe opening that way, because the wind always blows that way.
Not always. And then you die as your hair starts on fire. And we know how Travis looks without eyebrows because he started himself on fire before.
Done it a few times.
By the way, do we do have picture-in-picture for this?
Yeah, Adam Page is completely bloody.
Oh, great. Adam Page is bloody again. So, like, he's all broken open again. And all that good stuff. Robbie's like, hello, do you wanting to be a dominatrix? No, I don't want to be a dominatrix. Being a dominatrix means, you know, that you actually enjoy it.
You don't enjoy hurting people. Hey, look, there's a strap match.
I just want to hurt people. That doesn't mean I want to enjoy hurting people. I just want to whip people with a belt.
You should have children. Then you could just beat them.
Nah.
Or adopt them.
Nah.
Adopt redheads.
No, I don't want to adopt anything because they, like, you know, like, watch you a lot more, like, when you adopt them. Ugh. When they're your own, they don't really care as much. When you take other people's kids, they kind of, like, frown upon you beating them. Vindicator's like, so cold, it was like the wind was throwing needles in your face, huh? And experiencing that in traditionally warm state is even more of a mind fuck. But thankfully, a very rare occurrence. Yeah, in our state, it's not normally warm, so it was natural that it was cold.
It
But
was
it
literally
sucked
the
that it was
coldest
that
night
cold.
of the year, followed by the coldest day of the year. The first was the coldest day of the year. And it will be, because it's already heated way back up.
Yeah.
Like, it was like 39 today.
Yeah, it melted all the snow we got. It was
Yeah.
sad.
Really? I liked it.
Well, I think it's sad. It makes all the snow gross looking.
Yeah, that's city snow. In the mountains, it's not like that.
It was like, eh.
Daniel dropping bows. Got him in an armbar.
Vindicator says, by the way, Travis, nobody pointed out that there was a guy in the front row wearing a gray Atlanta Braves shirt who looked exactly like you, but with a little gray in his beard. LOL.
That's
like
funny.
for this, like for AEW or for Raw? Which one are we talking about?
I don't see a Brave shirt, so if it's either there or on the other side. The judges are talking to each other. They're not even watching the
Nobody
game.
cares what the stupid judges are doing, except Big Show. He was like making a picture or something. He's probably trying to figure out what
He's
really
probably
was
playing
going on.
tic-tac-toe, and then he'll hand it off to the next guy.
He's playing tic-tac-toe with himself. He's like, yay.
I can't
I always
win.
knew D was a bully wanting to hurt people. Well, you know what?
You know,
When
that's
I have
how
to
they
deal
beat-
with people like you, Ravi. Of course, I'm gonna.
That's
become
how they
that.
beat Joshua. You know that, right?
A bully.
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Vindicator says he was a man after my own heart, cheering so adamantly for Liv. Michael Maroney's and Leanne were
Hey.
couples in the chat. Says, I am smart. IQ is 0. Sweet.
Nice.
Good deal. I'm glad you're
All right,
so
well,
smart.
right now, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribing to us. Give us a thumbs up. But it's a Daniel Bryant, Adam Page match
for-
again, and it's already lasted at least 10 minutes, I think.
It's more than that.
Yeah,
but
a little over 10
it
minutes.
is for the whatchamacallit.
It is the heavyweight championship of the world.
Yeah, that one for AEW. Yeah.
It's a tough watch.
Yeah, it's a little hard to
Little slow grinding stuff. It's broken down into a fight. I don't know what kind of fights you watch, Tony, but I've never seen one like this one.
He's like, I don't know what kind of fights I watch.
There's a
either,
big
but-
clothesline, though, by Paige.
Michael Maroney and
Whoa.
Leanne says cash in, Matt. Yeah, cash it in. Robbie says LOD. I would
Drops
like
him
to
on
see
his
you
neck.
try. Ha,
1,
ha.
2. There's blood
What am I
everywhere.
trying?
Cole
What's
is
going on,
bloody.
Robbie? What
Or
diaper?
Paige, I mean, not Cole.
Not Cole. Well, it's like that kind of a match. I'm just kidding. What is it that I've like? Am I trying there, Robbie?
What's
I
going
wasn't
on?
paying attention to what you're saying, I guess.
Didn't you read everything? Isn't it hard not to pay attention when you're the one reading it all?
Well, sometimes I say stuff and I don't remember what I say, and so I just go about my life.
Well, I thought about listening to your tape, but then I went about my life. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Exactly. I do. I thought I was supposed to listen to what you had to say, but yeah. Michael Maroney and Leanne says, Robbie, you're calling yourself tonight Roto. Oh, yeah? What?
All right. Uh-oh, Daniel gets suplexed onto the outside. He takes Paige with him, and they hold on to each other. Daniel from behind.
Get him.
Throws him into the ring post, and he's already bloody. All right, another break. They got to do these breaks every...
Well, because look at Daniel Bryan. He's like, I can't continue. I'm so tired. I'm old and tired.
You know they have Daniel wrestle first so he can go home and get a nap.
He's like, I gotta go slower. He's like, I gotta slow this whole match down because if I don't, I just don't know.
We still got 2 title matches to go. That is correct, by the way. We do have the television championship probably next, and then we have Cody versus Sammy Guevara, part 2. Duh means 2.
Ugh, seriously, that guy needs to go away. He
Oh!
lost it as he should, and he should just go away.
I know. Miro didn't get a repeat.
I know, right? Like, Miro didn't get a chance to come
somehow
back and get
Sammy gets a repeat.
Yeah. Michael's like, Matt and I said cash in. Robbie says it's 1 o'clock in the morning and man's yawning. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning for you. I would say that you're yawning. You're probably going to fall asleep. Vinegar's like, I would be scared to take another IQ test. It would possibly reveal too much that I don't really want to know about myself.
Yeah, you know how stressful they are, which is part of the test? It's pretty crazy. I had an in-depth one. I mean, I'm talking like a 2-day, 16 hours. How long was that one that I did? It was a big one, and they like...
I can't remember what it was called, but it's through like this like psychology.
Oh yeah, it's a full psychological IQ thing. It's about $3,400 to get it done. But anyways, they start the test right when they see you. Mm-hmm. And so that includes opening doors, closing the doors behind you, how you make eye contact when you shake hands, how you sit, if you fidget, like the whole everything. And it's all part of it. It's crazy. It's like a job interview for a Major League Baseball team. Because that's what they do for their baseball team.
Michael says, right, Matt, I am off. All right, I don't know who you're talking to on the Matt part, but bye-bye.
then they like some of the questions that they ask you are like, they'll give you 12 things. They'll just name 12 things. Then they have you name as many back as you can. And then after you do that, they ask you 12 more things and then ask you the original 12 things. So they're trying to like see how much of the stuff is retaining. And then you have to name everything backwards from the frontwards. And then there's a bunch of like number stuff. And the numbers, they just give them to you in order. So there's like 15 in a row. And then you have to say them backwards and then forwards. And but I mean, you're usually just like 4, 7, 9, 3, 8. You're just hoping that you hit one on the head.
Travis is like, yeah, but
well,
really.
It's crazy because, and then they have you do the monkey test. That's what I call it. It's 3 pegs and then these plates that go on them. Like donuts, and the shortest number is like 13 moves to get them, and like most people average like 20, 22 or something. But because you have to move like the little one off the middle one to move the middle one over here to move the big one, and you're trying to stack them from biggest to smallest on one, and they're all sorts of chaotic on there. What else is there? There's a whole bunch of it.
Robbie's like, what other matches are on tonight? The TBS Championship for the women is on tonight. That's Ruby Soho against Jade Cargill.
You have both television championships on the line.
And the TNT Championship between Cody Rhodes.
No, what? That is not. That is Saturday.
Oh, yeah. The Cody Rhodes one's Saturday.
That is Saturday. Never mind. It is the Tag Team Championship.
Yeah,
it is the
what it is.
Lucha Bros versus the Dinosaurs.
The
Luchasauruses.
The Luchasauruses versus the Lucha Brothers.
Right.
That have it. But that's still to come for the final for the TBS Championship. Just showing it right now, Jade Cargill. And then the AEW World Tag Team Championship still to come on Dynamite.
The Jurassic Express is their name.
Jurassic Express.
All right, Paige is still leading.
It's Roman Reigns versus Xavier Woods. Rob is like, Dia, is that your nickname, Matt? Hell if I fucking know. Minicare's like, driver's tests are less stressful. Less stressful than that IQ test? Yes, probably.
Pretty much anything is, because the whole time you're going, if I don't get this, I'm dumb. And
right?
So it adds.
Like, I'm retarded if I don't know this.
Uh-huh.
But
like, you don't even realize that you're being tested until it's over and they tell you all your results. Because they give it, it's like a book. They give it to you. It's like, oh.
A book that they take 2 days to show you.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, it takes them a while to evaluate it. But it's definitely worth it. What did I get? Like a 146? 142?
I thought it was higher than that.
No. Shit, Einstein only had a 151.
That's why I thought it was higher than 140s.
What? Like a Einstein sitting here?
Michael says you should know Roto. I don't know who.
Oh, drove him down into the concrete.
Robbie is Robbie. Robbie's like, Vin, are they? And Vinicare says, yes, Robbie, as long as you're not trying to drive a Formula One race car against Luke Petty or something.
Yeah, old Luke Petty. Oh, yeah. I'm like, who the fuck is Luke Petty? Is that his name? No, it's Richard Petty. Who's Luke Petty? I was like...
A Formula One race car driver.
It just sounded funny.
The other one is just a regular NASCAR driver.
Yeah, from the 80s or something.
Robbie says,
Daniel zonked it!
Bro.
Look at Daniel's face.
So Daniel is way more bloody now than Hangman was.
Right, he got drove head first down into the concrete.
Oops. Hopefully he doesn't get a concussion from it. He's very prone to them.
Said no one.
What do you mean?
Rolls him up! 1, 2. If he gets a concussion, he goes away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully he gets a concussion from it so he'll just go away and never come back from
it. Daniel's pulling on that skin, that flesh. This is it. We're going to have a new champion.
No.
Paige has no choice but to tap. There's nowhere to go.
He doesn't have to tap.
Why are our dogs singing?
They're talking to each other. Leave them alone.
That's Argus.
They're just having a good time. They're like...
He's tapping.
That's not tapping.
All right, here's your new champion.
He just has to stay awake. He's like, I've got hair in my mouth, dude. Seriously. I was like, it is a good match.
Oh, Daniel let it go.
It's a little bit better than their first one, I guess, because...
Because there's not all the stops.
Daniel's like, let me help you.
Right. Well, see, now it's stopped again. There it goes. Picked it back up. Big boot right into Daniel's face. Paige going up top. Moonsaw. He missed it last time. He lands it this time.
Vindicator says he's a smart one, that Travis figured out Richard Petty and redid the floors in the front of the house back in the day. LOL. Like, it takes that much intelligence.
It's just problem solving. Big knee.
I was like, Brie
1,
Defo not
2, and 3. No!
AEW tonight with this match. LOL.
Who?
Brie not having family. Defo not having family time. Yes, he totally underestimated him. How dare he and his stupidity.
It's time to end this. Let's get a buckshot lariat in and we can all go home.
Yeah, can you just keep Hangman the freaking...
It would be weird if he lost it already. Like, he just won it in, like, November.
I know, it's weird. And I don't understand why they're throwing freaking Dodo Face at him for so long. It's like, have fucking Bryan Danielson go fight Adam Cole or something. Fuck. Have them fight with each other.
Cole with his hair pulled back like that looks like that one comedian that's kind of funny on Christmas, like Office Christmas Party.
Cole?
Yeah. When he has his hair pulled back like that.
Oh, when he pulls his hair back.
He's all drunk. It's a funny comedian. I just can't think of his name.
You're literally talking about Adam Cole, not the people that are in the match
He's
right now.
right there.
That's not Adam Cole.
Whatever.
Okay, there's Brian
Okay,
Danielson
you're getting away
and
from what I'm
Hangman
talking
Adam
about.
Page.
Headlock or headbutt. Another headbutt. They're just swapping blood here. Bree's got to love that. Maybe they'll do a wife swap later on.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we've already changed fluids. Look at this.
Vindicator says, Ravi, I think Ayla or Sophie would be better teachers than me, at least more tolerant of being patient, lol. Ravi's like, do you underestimated him, lol. Who did I underestimate? What are you talking about?
Anyways, you know who the guy is I'm talking about? On Office Christmas Party. He has $200,000 taped to his body.
Yeah, the goofy guy. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. No! God, he almost touched.
The ropes are right there.
It was like
You
1/1000th
should
of a second away.
through the ropes. He's like, are you sure that your brain is okay? I don't see it leaking out of your body, so I think you're fine. It's a potential mistake made by that challenger there.
Look at me, Judge.
Hello,
Big Show's not even
Sophie
looking.
teaching an emergency stop, Jesus.
Yeah, we're super excited at home. Come on.
Not really.
It's just time to end this match. Somehow roll
Just
up even.
let Hangman win and be done with it.
To be honest, I don't even care who wins it at this point, as long as it ends.
Well, I sure in the hell don't want Daniel Bryanson to be the champion.
Well, it'll set up some feuds with somebody else.
If he's the champion, then that just means that they're making all their AEW people garbage, and I hate that.
That doesn't mean that. Oh,
Yeah,
pop
it
up!
does.
Powerbomb! Get to the outside, hit him with a freaking lariat, and let's end this.
Vindicator says Bryan is trying to prove to everyone that he is not past his prime with these extended matches, but I doubt he could last as long if he went to McBosman and told him, give me a match.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure he's been in the Royal Rumble for over an hour a couple times. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure he did a couple gauntlet matches where he went the whole distance.
Told him to give me a match with Brock or Bobby. Yeah, he went last with them. 'Cause he's tiny. He's like a 12-year-old child. Rob is like, do wrestlers actually talk to each other throughout the match?
Yes, that's the only way they can do it.
Actually do. Because if they don't communicate to each other, somebody could get hurt really bad.
Yeah, how would they know what move to do next if they didn't talk?
So even though they practice all this stuff and everything, they have to talk to each other throughout the
Oh,
match
shit!
to make sure that, bad things don't happen.
Here it is!
'Cause
Here it
accidents
is,
can happen,
guys!
but is he gonna
How much time's
hit
left
that
in
ref?
this? Still plenty of time left.
Too much time. Too much time!
Buckshot lariat! If he could jump over that rope.
He might not be able to. He's very, very tired.
There's a big jump.
He
That's
got
it! 1, 2, 3!
Yay! Yay! Thank God!
Paige wins
yes,
it
finally
clean.
He gave Daniel Bryanson his loss.
His first loss of the year.
Yes!
Woo!
He proved he's a champion now, bitches. Proved it! And he didn't cheat to prove it. Robbie says Daniel has done it here. Need to give it up. He's on Chief Keith settings. Finito. Haha. Yeah, he got it. Finally.
I honestly didn't know how they could do it if they went a whole hour.
Well, and the thing of it is like, and the fact they didn't let him kick out of the buckshot lariat. You know what I mean? Because they do that sometimes, and it's bullshit. Bullshit! Bullshit!
Who's next? Adam Cole?
Sure. Robbie's like, oh, no way, D. I never knew they did that. Ha, ha, ha. MJF in action up next. What are your dogs doing out there?
I think he's out of water. Is that possible?
Again?
I don't know how much you put in.
I didn't put a lot in there, but I didn't put, like, a full amount. I just kind of put, like, half. A little over half. Vinegar says, one thing I will say about Dewdrop is that she surprisingly never hurts people, so she is like a better version of Nia Jax.
Different version for sure. I like Nia. I just,
Walter's
it's like she accidentally hurts people.
I think she gets mad.
Well,
I
there's
think
that
she is going about like she's supposed to, right? And then she gets angry, and then something bad happens.
He can't swim.
Oh, Caleb.
Stop.
Well, it's not surprising that he can't swim. He's a man.
Harry Potter couldn't swim either. It's fine.
What the fuck is he doing?
He's gonna jump into the pool.
Okay, is he wearing like a whole bunch of weights or something?
That's not even high.
I don't know what's happening and why.
If he's just jumping in, that's not even that scary. I mean, it's not very deep, so you don't want to lead with your feet. Actually, I can't tell how deep that is. If it's over 6 feet, you're fine. Because you can curve.
This is fucking weird. I don't like
They're going to
this.
make you watch it anyway, so they're not going to show you the ending.
Yay.
Why does he look like he's all sweaty?
Oh, because he had flammable shit on him. That's why.
That's cool.
So
They
he
shot him with a
started
fire.
himself on fire, and he's a flaming ball of fire jumping into a pool. Okay, now that's cool. That's why it was all goopy, is because of the flame retardant.
Yeah, they
flame
put this
stuff.
this special retardant on you, and so when they light it, it doesn't burn your skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ravi says, course I knew D. LOL. Ravi's like, D, why do you like MJF? Because he's an asshole and everybody hates him. Like, it's one of those things, like The Miz.
He's just really
The Miz
good on the
isn't
mic.
as much anymore, but I still like The Miz. But MJF is just a dick. And so, it's funny, because he's such a dick. I want him to be more mean than he usually is. Like, he kind of, like, holds back sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's almost like AEW's PG.
Trying to
or
PG,
G.
yeah, like trying to like
It's-
cancel
it's-
culture him a little.
It's like too woke. It's not PG-13 per se because the blood's there because that doesn't offend anybody, but they don't want to offend anybody. And that's what they need to do, is let him go so he can offend people and be offensive. Just like Max Caster, I feel like they should just let him go. He
Yeah.
proved that he's fire.
Yeah, and even though they're like, you're in the doghouse once, everybody was like, you're a bunch of fucking assholes. Like, she needs to get thicker skin. If that fucking hurt her feelings, then she needs to grow up. It's like, whatever, bitch. Like, get off your high horse. Robbie's like, so what does Nia Jax do now? TikTok?
I don't know. She says she will not do an OnlyFans. I know that.
She's like, I ain't no fucking whore. Walter's like, because that's what I associate with OnlyFans is whore.
I know. Oh, here he is. I was hoping he was going to rap for us.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
I don't even think Sting's a boomer. He might be right after a boomer. I'd have to look up when he was born.
I don't know how. What fucking generation are you?
Millennial.
So you guys don't know how to work ethic? Wow, that's amazing. Walter's like,
Here
that
comes
was a good
MJF.
first match. Blood. They need the medics. And Robbie's like, Walter called 911 for them. And Walter's like, no, Robbie. Walter's like, okay, at 9 p.m. I'm going my time. I will be here Friday for SmackDown 8 p.m. Yeah, and some trivia. Robbie's like, they are trying to make it out like Mortal Kombat with the blood, LOL. Nia Jax is a mug anyway.
MJF should be next, win the title, and hold it for over a year.
Ooh.
I'd be okay with that.
Alita says, hey guys.
Hey,
Hey,
Alita.
Alita. Walter says MJF will lose. I didn't know he was wrestling anybody. I thought he was
Yes,
just
he's
coming
wrestling
out
right
to
now.
Talk.
Yeah, he'll be in action next week, is what it said last week.
Oh. They didn't advertise this match, so who's he going up against?
Probably nobody.
Ooh, nobody's? Like, what's his face? Like, Wardlow's doing?
Right. Yep, there he is.
It's Captain Sean Dane. Captain Sean Dane. He's from the U.S. Navy.
Sean Dean.
Oh, Captain Sean Dane.
He's Cap.
He's a captain.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Here comes the interrupting cow. Why is he getting in the ring?
Mrrr. Interrupting cow.
Why is he wasting our time? Well, anyway, CM Punk showed up.
Yeah, that dude. Loser face. Oh, Walter's like, MJF will lose. Robbie says, does MJF have credibility for the title?
Absolutely.
Robbie's like, D the hillbilly with that voice. Totally. It's easy to pull off when you hear it a lot.
That's what I was going to say. Punk should turn on him and hit him.
Well, he should. He should be a bad guy a little bit, right? He can't always be a good guy.
Now they don't know what's happening. Now is Punk with MJF?
He's like, what? Who cares? Loser.
So MJF got his first loss.
He got a loss because...
That's his first loss of the year.
They reset in the new year.
I didn't know the bell had rung in the first place.
So if they reset in the new year...
Yeah, it's 0-1 now.
Why the fuck did Daniel Bryanson have a 13-0-1 match? Have a 13-0-1 thing then? If it fucking resets in the year...
That's just his lifetime.
I don't give a shit. Oh, God, yeah. Herpes-infested New Jersey, indeed. Ugh. It's a dump. Walter's like, CM Punk showed up. LOL. Walter's like, oh, Sean Dean won. Robbie's like, CM Punk, is he still good enough these days? God, no.
How is that not fire? Because it's facts.
Alita's like,
everything that comes out of your mouth is fake and incites boredom.
Walter's like, guys in chat, AEW is on TBS, not TNT. Yeah, just so you guys know. Vindicator's like, Liv does not have herpes, and she is from Jersey.
You don't know if she has herpes.
She fucking
You know how many different levels of herpes there are? There's A, there's B, there's C.
There's Simplex 10, for fuck's sake.
There's chicken pox, which then turns into shingles.
Which are different forms of herpes.
That's herpes. See, you can't tell me she
herpes,
doesn't have herpes. Because she probably
herpes.
got chicken pox when
she probably got the herpes.
Although she could have had a vaccination.
Still got herpes because it's a live vaccination, so she got herpes. They give you herpes. Literally, you get vaccinated for herpes. With herpes.
Google it if you don't believe us.
Herpes, herpes, herpes. Everybody's got the herpes.
MJF. Jacob Friedman.
Yeah! Yeah, you tell it. Good day, sir. PG Punk.
Cooking meth PG Punk.
Is your dog trying to escape?
Maybe.
Is that what he's doing out there? Jesus. Ryan says, I'm watching on TS7.
He hit him in the spot. He said, well, Piper was actually talented enough to headline a WrestleMania. Punk, not quite.
Robbie's like, just have a bath, Liv, just a bath. Walter's like, one of the Young Bucks have COVID. Alita says, I have herpes. See? See? Alita's got the herpes
Herpes
too.
simplex 10.
Simplex 10.
You better tell him before things start falling off the man.
Hey. Hey. What's going on out here? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, shit. If MJF goes to WWE, he could definitely main event a Mania. He's a little undersized, but we'll see. I did not. Main event night 4. Let's get it. Versus Wardlow. He said it too. CM Punk Wardlow next week. I don't know if Wardlow's going to be happy with this.
Why not? All he's been doing is wrestling jobbers and nobodies. Why wouldn't he be happy about it?
I don't need your help, fat boy. That's what he said to the guy in the audience.
Was the guy helping him?
He was cheering for him, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I think he does need his help. I mean, he really needs fans every once in a while.
Woo! Show picked up a little bit. What? We're going to hear from Chris Jericho next. Jericho's next, but we do get Wardlow and Punk next week. He's not a pillar of AEW. Come on, people. Sammy Guevara. He's more like a step on the outside. How you get in the building. After he said he was going to rape what's-her-name and then got suspended. He just said he wishes that he could rape Sasha Banks.
Oh, Sasha, that's right. I was trying to remember who it was.
How he said it was basically he just really wanted to have sex with her because she's so sexy. He was giving her a compliment, but you usually don't compliment women by telling them you're going to rape them.
That's how you told girls that you like them.
Like, you know, 3,000 years ago, that wouldn't have even been a big deal.
Well, you wouldn't have communicated it with words. You would have just raped them. There's a difference.
Like, I'm really attracted to you.
I'm going to rape your ass. And done. Bitch, please. I'm sorry, dude. Am I in your way?
All right. Well, anyways, we got a full commercial break right now. Talitha decided to take a break. He should have done this during that first match.
What about the first match?
You should have done this big break instead of during commercials.
I know, but I wanted to watch Adam Page lose, I guess.
Adam Page did not lose. Adam Page is your reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world. Good stuff. Is he the third best heavyweight champion in the world? Paige.
I don't know. I think he's pulling his weight quite well. You know?
Right.
He's not being a champion.
No, I'm just saying he's the third best champion in the world. Brock fastly shot up to number 1 on day 1.
That's weird.
Roman, I would assume, is still number 1 or 2. Leaving Paige. I don't know who Impact's champion is.
Like right now?
You could put Britt Baker above Cole. If you're into Britt Baker. Because I put Britt Baker right there with the 2 women in WWE. All right, here comes Chris Jericho. I don't know what he's going to talk about. Probably something with that Dirty Sanchez guy. You down and tell you out. How are those little ones now?
They're all right. They're ready.
They're ready.
Eat. Like major. So you better eat them.
I've been eating 2 a day. What am I supposed to do?
More.
Really?
8.
I don't know where they're. And I will drag you down.
Oh, there's like guys in the chat. AEW on that. Oh, Liv does not. Blah blah blah. Oh, I have herpes. All right. Vindicator says I heard shingles is one of the worst pain infections ever.
Yes, it is, and they really can happen inside of you, and that's even worse. Because they'll happen in your organs and stuff. Inside you. I long to be. I was singing a different song until you started singing that one.
Alita says, yeah. Vindicator says grass is always greener on the other side of geriatric. Something Philip Jack Brooks can't say anymore. But his match with Wardlow will be a slow McDanielson style match too. Robbie says, can Adam Cole be the Manian in AEW, or does still need to put more work in?
Cole
needs to go the fuck
He's
away
got a
and die.
long time. He's got a lot of work to do. He hasn't done anything yet.
They need to like lock him up in a bathroom.
At least Daniel Bryan, if you're going to start comparing those two, has at least put in some work. He's 13 now. He's 13-1-1. I don't think Cole's anywhere near 13. Maybe.
Historical nights tonight, guys. Yeah. Vindicator says, Alita, you are the real cult of personality. Ravi says, Banks is the best looking in the WWE. Even better than Mandy. Yeah, I said it. It's just to what you like.
Yeah, to each their own. She has a really big forehead like me. I don't know what she looks like without a wig on, but there's nothing wrong with her body.
Ravi says, D gone for a number 2, trust me.
No, she was making food.
I was making food, but alright. Whatever you say, Ravi.
And yelling. I'm all trying to cover up microphones and
yelling at Meg for being a pea pot. She pissed in the hall again, little shit.
Oh.
Robbie's like, how well will Johnny Knoxville do in the Rumble? That's jokes. He's gonna be in it.
Is there anybody that he could eliminate that would make it funny? Like a Dolph. Somebody that they've been kind of picking on. Usually it's Baron Corbin. But he's happy now. R-Truth isn't getting picked on every week after week after week. Who's the guy that is always getting picked on? Dolph?
No, because he just got a shot at a title.
And wins by DQ.
He got interrupted.
by this
by Latino.
2.0.
Oh, these weirdos. These loser faces.
Oh, they also came from NXT, and they also look like Cole, Fish, Gargano.
Little tiny baby boys.
O'Reilly.
Picola's in the chat. Hey, Picola! How's it going, my man? He says, just got here. You did?
Good
Me
to
too.
see you in here.
Just kidding. I was here earlier, and then I left and got snacks, and I came back. How is that chat tonight? Fan-damn-fucking-tastic.
It's doing good.
Tell me what you had for dinner. I need to know. They talk about
How's it
their
going, eh?
farts.
How's it going, eh?
They talk about their farts and they flap little floppy
What's
heads with
actually
the
funny
eyes.
is Jericho is a Canadian, so it makes it even funnier when he says "eh," because he actually says it right. Eh. This guy reminds me of Knobs of the Nasty Boys.
Post it, no.
He's got a square
Yes.
head.
Square head, square head, square head. That's enough of that.
I do like the yelling style promos.
Right?
Wrestling does miss this.
Underrated over.
You're more of a pinhead.
That guy had a box on his head.
I don't have a pinhead.
Sophie was in the chat but leaving. Says hi and bye. Hey Sophie. Bye.
Thank you
Sophie.
for giving us that view. We appreciate it.
Square head. Square
Pinhead.
head. Pinhead.
Jericho just leaving. Oh God. He's got his bat. The great equalizer. Oh, they're gonna fight him. You're only gonna get hit half of a good shot if you hurry. Who's this guy? Oh, that's that Garcia. Oh, Jericho's getting jacked.
Who's gonna save him?
Eddie Kingston.
Oh, well,
for
they had a
sure.
fight.
It's Eddie Kingston. No, who's this guy? Santana and Ortiz. Oh, and Eddie Kingston. Okay.
Well, they fought last time. He was all angry at his face. Hey, this is Eddie Kingston's hometown. Isn't he from Jersey too?
It's a dump.
Well,
Sure it's not
look at him.
Jesse.
I'm pretty sure it is what it is.
So Jericho's not getting involved in this little feud then, huh? I don't know if he likes people doing his battles for him, though.
It was Santana and Ortiz too.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
See, there's Atlas.
He's
Everybody
not even
looks
as
good
tall.
against the jobber.
Which is funny because he's not even as tall as Aubrey. How funny is that shit?
You know, he's tiny.
Like, he's barely an inch or two taller than her.
Oh, here we go again.
Ew, disgusting. El Garbage on TV. Robbie says that guy shouting into ring is gonna pop a blood vessel. Ha ha. Sophie says there has been mixed news on who is going to win that fatal four-way match at day one. Piccolo says his promo is very Anvil Neidhart-ish. Neidhart-ish?
They don't like the Bucks. The Bucks don't like them. And Cole's in the middle. He's going to have to choose a side.
I don't care about him. Anvil Neidhart?
Neidhart.
Neidhart? Okay.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yeah. Piccolo says his promo is very Anvil Neidhart.
Yeah, that.
Sophie says, did you hear a lot of the next people got released today, including William Regal? Yep, we
I
did
did.
listen to that earlier. And
The
mentioned it in
Road
our
Dog.
chat.
The Road Dog's gone. Maybe he'll go over to AEW and get back with Gunn and they can be the Road Dog and James or whatever they were called.
Sophie says Seth Rollins was going to win that Fatal 4-Way. Another report said it was going to be Bobby and another Big E. Right, except for Brock had to be involved in something because he didn't have a championship match. And
Blame
why
it all
would Brock
on
be
Roman.
there? So it's actually Roman's fault for not being able to be there. It's all his fault. Robbie's like, Sophie, about
Wardlow.
time too. Yay, it's Wardlow. No more talking from what's his dumb fuck.
People. Oh, I forgot to write that down.
People?
They did 3 talking segments in a row.
But they were quick, so that's nice.
But why wouldn't they just put them in between each match?
Because they're dumb. They don't know.
They're like, hurry and get all the talking in. Who's this guy? Zambrano?
Antonio Zambrano. Is he going to just leave?
He should.
I think he might just be leaving.
Sean Spears is on the outside, so he might get his ass thrown back in there. At least this guy doesn't look like he, is a bag of milk. You can tell he's never done a squat in his life. Sean Spears on the outside. Fireman's carry. Oh, shit.
He's like, there you go.
You can't ring the bell when they're on the ground. The referee's like, oh, he's all beat up. Ding, ding, ding. Get him, Wardlow. Wardlow doesn't like all the help, but it's all right.
Oh my goodness. Robbie's like, Sophie, about time too. And Robbie says, F Roman, he can stay home.
There's one.
Well, Sophie says, I'm watching The Amazing Race instead of AEW. Cool beans. Where Robbie says, Sophie, record it for me.
We got 1 power bomb. Should we count how many power bombs he does this year?
Sure.
2.
Are they still making The Amazing Race, or are you just watching reruns?
Is that like Cannonball? That shit was so funny.
Amazing Race?
Cannonball Race? Did you ever watch Cannonball?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing Race? I don't know if you would consider it like that, though.
Well, I don't know. Are they racing around the world or something?
Kind of.
His first to kin. That's 4. Here comes 5. So there is really no technique going on here. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Now, what kind of a chance would he have had if Sean Spears wouldn't have interfered out of the go? Would he have won the match, maybe? Oh, he just got hit with the chair.
I'm pretty sure that Wardlow still would have won.
I wonder if his wife looks at him and goes, what the fuck did I marry?
Sean Spears?
He's such a doofus.
Sometimes. But I wonder that about a lot of those guys that those girls marry.
What's so funny is that Sean Spears was like this weird, like, no talent mid-carder in WWE. And he left so he could be a no talent, underused mid-carder in AEW.
Well,
Probably getting paid half as much.
AEW, he went somewhere else first. And
No, he didn't go anywhere. He just was unemployed.
Right.
Either way, he was making more money in WWE being a fucking goofball that wasn't being used.
Right.
I mean, he got released anyways, but...
Sophie says, how was the opening match? Bloody?
Yeah, there was some blood. It was a lot better this time. It wasn't as long as probably about 20 minutes. So it made it a lot better to watch than the first one.
Like 25, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot better than the first one, for sure. And Paige beat him with a buckshot lariat.
Fair and square.
Beat him.
It wasn't like anybody cheated or anything like that. It was a fair match. So.
So far it is
title.
the best match of 2022 in AEW.
P. Cole's like, a guy won and a guy lost, Sophie. Robbie's like, Sophie, you missed out on the first match. P. Cole's like, yeah, Cassie is one lucky girl, shaking my head. Right? Like, Sophie's like, I'm guessing the World Championship match didn't last an hour this time.
No.
Nope, it didn't. Thank goodness.
25 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad this time.
Who is going to close this biatch down? It's going to be the women, isn't it?
They're next.
Oh, are they? Damn it.
Yep. It showed it as next before they went to commercial.
So it's going to be a tag team match. Jade Cargill versus
Ruby Soho.
Ruby Riott Soho. I'm the best gold digger. I feel like if they're going to do these dumbass shows where everybody just fucks everybody, they should put in like spies in there. Okay. Meaning like hire a woman.
That's not part of the show.
That is has
in the show.
So there's like all these people that they pick off the street or whatever, and then somebody that they hire to be like the perfect girl or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if she wins, then he gets fucked. Not really, but. So he thinks he's finally going to get love or whatever, so he's screwed on the other end of it.
And they're like...
Ooh, or... I figured it out. So they have like the normal, and maybe they've already done this shit because I don't watch it. So they have it. They have the girl go for the guy, and then the guy's like Joe Millionaire or whatever.
Right.
Who cares? And the girl wins, right? So she gets to date him. Whatever the fuck happens at the end of these shows, I don't know.
Yeah, right?
I don't know what actually happens. Do they win the guy or whatever?
Do they get married?
So they get to the end, and they go, okay, you can date homeboy, or we'll give you $100,000 to just walk away.
It'd have to be more than that.
No way. I bet you they'd leave for $100,000.
Half of it goes to taxes. You gotta make it more than that.
That's fine. They'll leave for $50,000 tax free. Do it on an island. Then there's no taxes. Just do it, 50 miles offshore? Do it on a boat.
Right.
When we went on our cruise with Jeff and his parents, went right when we got, I think it was 50 miles right offshore, outside of Florida or whatever, we could drink. But we couldn't drink when they were in the waters.
Right. Like
of
in
the
the ports
States.
of the United States.
Right, because it's 21 in the United States, but it isn't in the open ocean.
You know that it depends on what state you're in? Like if you're with parents of drinking age?
There's Jade.
Like, so if you're like 16 and your parents are there and you're not going anywhere and your parents are letting you drink, then it's not a big deal.
You can drink here like that. That's Idaho. It's one of those.
I don't know what age it is in Idaho, but...
I argued that for one of my consumption tickets. Well, I was at home drinking. And so it got thrown out. I just had to have my mom write a note.
Right.
Well, he talked to her about it.
Right.
You know, they also, with guns, you can't have guns if you're under 18 unless you have a note. All you have to have a note is a note from one of your parents and you can carry a gun.
Yeah, your parent or guardian. Anyway, Sophie says now NXT definitely is the third
Look at
brand
the little
now
cutie.
with them
Do you see
not
her little
having
daughter?
a general manager anymore. I didn't see a little daughter.
Yeah. I don't care about her coming in. There.
Aww.
All right.
Oh. How adorable. She's like, I'm a mama too. Well, she did say that to Brandy.
All right.
Well, I'm a mom, so when they were having their little feud before she knew she was pregnant.
Jade's got the exact same cute face as Bianca Belair.
Jade
with the ears and the cute face.
Oh, yeah.
They could literally be sisters, just from the neck right here up.
Right? Just the shape of their face and stuff. Like,
and their ear shape.
Yeah.
The elf ears.
I do have to say that Jade is a pretty good looking lady, that's for sure. I mean, she's definitely pretty. And I'm glad that she's tall and like, she's like, to me, when I see her, I think Amazon Glamazon.
Right.
When I look at Beth Phoenix, I think troll.
Right.
Because she's short and stocky and
She's built like Natalya.
Even when she was in the WWE, when she was professional or whatever, she was that way. But when I look at Jade, I think Amazon like type.
Glamazon-y.
Yeah, more so than them. I'm like,
all right, here we go. Ruby
Amazon.
Soho.
Too short to be an Amazon.
Jade Cargill.
See what happens. Sophie's like, today marks, 15 years ago that Impact went up against Raw? I don't know. Sure, Sophie.
Very, very underwhelming performance.
Robbie's like, do you what trash TV you watching now? AEW?
AEW. Jade Cargill, Ruby
like, we are still
Soho.
getting Brock versus Roman at Mania. How we get there changed a little bit. Yeah. Alita says, I'll leave for 100K. Alita's like, yeah, I'll leave that bastard. I won't.
Well, even if he's a millionaire, though.
Walter,
because it would be a gamble, like whether he would like you and stick around. And
would you get anything from it? Because he could totally prenup that shit.
Right, but if all you have to do is live with him for a year to get $100,000 worth of stuff if he's worth millions.
Yeah, I guess. Walter's like, okay, bye guys, see you Friday for Trivia and SmackDown. Bye, Walter, see you Friday.
She
Rob
heard
like,
herself
Jade
right
looking
there.
Fantastic and Travis style voice. Right? Pico's like, in Louisiana,
Jade
if you're
looking
married
fantastic.
to an underage person, they can drink with their spouse. Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of stuff. Sophie says, get this channel to 140K subscribers.
Yeah, get it up there.
Yeah, 140,000 subscribers. Robbie's like, Ruby looking buff tonight. And Robbie's like, nah, Travis Jade way more tidier than Belair. LOL, Beth, the stumpy hobbit.
I'm just talking about from the neck up.
Alita says, I would. Yeah, you would. You're like, I'm done.
Bye.
Bye.
Double axe handle.
Give me that 100K.
That ghost hair is so crazy. It's not bad. It's just, it's so crazy looking. Whoa! Little arm drag off the top rope.
Ruby's like, my broken arm.
Uh-oh, who's this?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. That means what's her name's going to show up, right? The Statlander, maybe? No,
Thunder
that's right.
Rosa.
Thunder Rosa. I love her pants. Not kidding. Those might be my favorite pants I've ever seen on a woman.
Like, I love those high-waisted 70s bell-bottom pants
Yeah.
on girls nowadays.
But they're not that high-waisted. On the
They
back,
are.
they were like you could almost see her underwear. What are you looking at?
They were all up to the middle of her back.
They like didn't even show them anymore. Now look how close they are to the women. They're like, don't show the fight.
Like, we don't want to show that.
We want to watch these two get off the ground. That's fun. Why is Jade all of a sudden hurt? Because of an arm drag off the top rope?
I don't know, maybe she just...
Oh, moves out of the way. Big knee. Ruby falls out of the ring.
We're in picture-in-picture right now, though, so...
I can still do it. She picks her up. It's kind of almost like her finisher right there. Ruby kicks her in the knee. We used to joke about that all the time in high school.
Kicking people in the knee.
In the Osgoods, yeah. The Osgood Slaughters. But it's spelled Osgood.
I tease you about that all the time. I'll kick you right in your Austin Slaughters.
Oh, the Osgoods. Like, all my friends had it. So, like, we always teased each other. Back then, it was very painful. Now, mine's not painful as much. It's still nagging here and there, but... Jade Cargill showing off the goods. Climbing back in the ring. Ruby's in a little bit of trouble. Aubrey's looking after her, which I don't like when the referees get involved. You okay? You okay?
Right? You like them involved, but not
Dropping that knee
involved.
right down on that left arm of Ruby. See if that plays in later on in this fight.
Vindicator says ghost hair is called platinum blonde. It was really popular in the early 2000s.
I can honestly say I've never seen it before, except for on her.
It's a wig.
Is it? Doesn't look like one to me.
It's amazing, those wigs anymore.
Well,
Like-
how do they do this?
Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna
I've
buy
seen
wigs.
it on TikTok and stuff. Like, it's insane how they do their
Like
wigs.
Sasha's, I see it, and but it's still nice. It's really good. But like this one,
She's like,
doesn't
I'm
even
going to
look
do
close.
some push-ups.
do you think she's bald then?
No, she has hair. They put, like, caps on, like,
Right.
to make their hair, like, really close, and then they put wigs on, and, like, those two ladies right there
Uh huh.
are probably wearing wigs. Like, there's no no way that's their real hair.
I want a wig. Let's get some professional wigs. They're like $100, huh? They're like $200, $300, $400.
Yeah, you'll pay a lot of money for nice ones. Like, if you pay for a really good one, you know, so it looks real. A lot of them, what they do is they, like the parts and stuff, they put makeup in there so it looks like your skin tone and stuff like that. So when they wear their makeup, they just, like, put makeup there, too. Like, I don't know if Alita wears wigs, but...
Why would Alita wear a wig?
I said I don't know if she wears wigs. She's African American.
What is that? So all black people wear wigs?
No, not all of them, but it's
Doesn't even
really
make
popular
sense.
with them. They like to wear wigs. It's just amazing. They're really... They just do, and it just looks amazing. There's
Big
nothing
boot
wrong
from
with
Ruby
it.
Soho.
It's just something that they do a lot.
Big boot from Ruby Soho.
Like, I don't know. I just thought they like to do it because they like to have different hair all the time.
Throws her into the ropes. Oh, Jade. That hurt her leg. Her quads hurt. That's a little leg sweep. One. Oh, her shoulder was up. Ruby going up top.
Good for her. Rob is like, Beth on commentary sounds like a 10-year-old.
So I still watch NXT on mute because of her. I can't watch NXT with the volume on. And it's funny because she's not even there anymore, and I did it last night. I cannot listen to NXT with the volume on. She's ruined it for me.
Joint manipulation.
It's not that. There's more to it than that. It's like they have to let her talk or something, and so it makes that part of it just horrible. Big boot.
Alita's like really has short
two.
hair. Which they can. They can have really short hair or not. They don't have to have short hair for it. Picolos was glad she did some push-ups. Got me sweating. Right?
There's no way that's not her hair. She just showed her from here, and you could see it coming out on this side. Like she's balding a little bit almost.
Ravi's like, I have the opposite. I'm just going gray. LOL. Alita's like, no, I don't wear wigs. I wear braids. Well, yeah, that too. It's just part of our heritage. Like the wigs or the braids, because I know braids are for sure. Robin's like, LOL, Picola, get some ice to cool off. Run around the block.
Oh, look at that. Driving that elbow right in the back of her neck. That C6, C3. Whoa! Pulled her by her britches.
She's
drops
like,
her right down on her
You're not
neck.
going anywhere, lady.
1, 2.
She's like, no, really, I wanted to leave. No.
I thought she had her.
You're not leaving.
Why is he up there? What's that going to help?
Hmm.
What the hell's on
Being
his
a
shirt?
pain in the ass.
What does his shirt say?
He's
He just
getting
got kicked out.
It's something Jade brand or something like that, maybe.
Oh, that's cool. Look behind her.
Ruby, she's like looking down at her foot.
No, Ruby rolls her up. Oh, she's on her head. 1. Yeah, she was on her head. She wasn't even down. Is that kick? Little pump kick? That might be it. Oh, Jade gets up.
Pico's like, Alita, do you like using tracks? And Robbie says Ruby holding her own in the match. As she should, right? And Jade isn't doing too bad, which is nice.
This is definitely a match I just want to watch. Like, it's hard to call matches that I get super interested in.
Right? Because you're like, oh. And they're like, oh, God, I got to talk because people are watching me watch this.
Right? Jade just got picked up by her hair. Head driven right into that ring post.
Mm-hmm.
Kicked her in the face.
Kick her in the face.
Another. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3. No! I thought that was it.
Should have let her go.
Jade's in the corner. just getting annihilated. Ruby's just better so far in the whole match, just better.
She's like, I give up.
Aubrey makes her break.
So mad. I need
she wants that belt. Yes. All right, Jade lifted up to the top.
Ooh.
Yet that's all Daniel wants to do is strike, JR. Explain that one to me. Ruby, what is she doing? It's not going to work this time.
Oh, no.
Get her, Jade!
Oh, be careful.
Oh, shit.
Be careful. Oh, she's not going to be able to do it. She's like, I can't do it without hurting you. Oh, she's trying not to hurt her. She's trying to be so careful with her.
1, 2, 3.
Jade Cargill won!
Woo!
What?
Jade Cargill!
Good for her! Good job!
Clean. I was wondering if she was going to lose with her daughter there when I first seen her.
Yeah, it can happen, but still.
That would have been sick if they would have went to the top like she was supposed to there.
I know. But
did you notice that because Ruby couldn't get her legs behind her, so she had to wait because the ropes were there. If they were up top, she would have been able to.
Yeah.
And that's why Ruby landed on her leg.
Well, hopefully her leg's okay, but Jade tried to be careful with her when she brought her down because she knew it wasn't, a good spot, I guess you could say, for her.
I want to say that bitch won. Like, I can say that, right? That bitch won.
Yes. She's that bitch.
She's that bitch.
That bitch, she won. Yay! Good for her. That's awesome. Threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting it. I figured they'd give it to Ruby. I'm glad they did give it to Jade. Yay! Let's see her some more. Let's see what happens.
Yes, now that she's a champion, maybe she'll defend it weekly.
Yeah.
Or they could switch it like the men 1 week, the women.
Mm-hmm. Vindicator says, Travis, do you think the women division of both AEW and WWE needed weight divisions, lightweight and heavyweight? To me, big versus small matches just don't work anymore.
I'm okay without it. It's funny because you'll hear me say it all the time about the men. It needs to look realistic. It needs to look realistic. It needs to look realistic. And then it might be a little sexism on my side, but I'm like, when the women wrestle, it's just okay because it's like anything goes. It's more fantasy style.
Right. So the problem I find with the women wrestlers and not so much in the men's division is that in the women's division, you'll see more small women wanting to be wrestlers. Like taller, more like glamazon-y women like Jade Cargill.
Charlotte.
You'll see them now, right? Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez. These girls that are like 5'10" and taller are finally getting into wrestling and doing more wrestling. But most of the time, all the other wrestlers that come up that are like, I want to be a wrestler, were like little cheerleaders and they are like 5'6" at the max. Most of them are from 5'2" to 5'5" if they're lucky. And so when you see them, of course they're going to look tiny, tiny next to these taller girls. But if that taller girl can wrestle and do what she needs to do, she's going to work with the smaller girls to make sure that everybody looks good in the match. That's what's nice about Ruby is because Ruby's just tall enough that even though, Chris Statlander's another one, she's pretty tall. So it's really sad that she didn't get it to go up against Jade Cargill because that probably would have been a pretty good match too.
Right.
But I'm glad they picked Ruby because
Malachi coming out first? Sorry.
Because Ruby has the talent and she has the background to help other wrestlers who may not be at that level yet look really good in their match.
It's Malachi.
And that's just from what I noticed watching wrestling for 2 years. I haven't watched it before, so for me, that's how I see it. But anyways, Alita says, great role model. Yes.
In WWE, if they did weight divisions, there'd be one girl.
Basically.
Doudrop would be the champion of the heavyweight division.
Yes. Robbie's like, both have great selling that Dee's friend Square would be jealous of. Robbie's like, Dee gonna piss her pants that Jade won. I'm glad that she won. It's fantastic. Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris says, hey, Travis and Dia. Piccolo is clapping. Alita says, Piccolo, hi. And Piccolo says, you're doing well, Alita. And Vindicator says, Dewdrop is not a glamazon, huh? I know you're going to say Nyla Rose is not. I don't even consider Nyla Rose part of the women's division. So I think that's a travesty on so many levels of stupid. Alita's like, yes, to Piccolo's question about doing well.
Malachi came out first.
It's weird. Who's he up against?
Brian Pillman.
Oh,
after he
that
spit in
match?
that cheerleader's face.
Seriously, we're still doing this garbage?
Well, he fought Garrett Cole or whatever his name was last time.
I thought Harity did the
Pillman is the one that...
blonde guys.
Just one. One of the varsity blondes. The Grayson. What's his
The
name?
tall one.
Yeah, but what's his name? Griffith.
Mm-hmm.
Griffith.
That one. Griffin.
Here comes Flying Brian. So he's going by Flying Brian now? That was his dad, Flying Brian Pillman.
Oh, look, Julia Hart's there.
Julia Hart.
She lost an eye.
Arr. Julia Hart is there looking like a pirate.
Looking like a moron. She's all over there like...
I love that she just screams and drops to her knees. He's like 5 feet away from her. Black Mass. He's got his dad's football number on the screen, 41. He's got
his mullet.
He's got his eye paint on. Got his daddy's. He should be in red. That would be the only thing that he needs. Griff Garrison?
Mm-hmm.
That's it, isn't it? Griff Garrison.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Malachi. It's Malachi. All right, well, they're grappling in there. This should be a pretty good match. I think Brian can hold his own for a minute before he gets hit with that black mass. So he's got a mullet, and then underneath is dyed black. So he's got it like the women do. Woo! He almost got hit with that black mass right there, right out of the gate. There's a big drop kick. I feel like the thing with Malachi is that he doesn't have the size.
Yeah.
He's thin and quick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to wrestle him and you had size, you could probably beat him.
Yeah.
Because you could stay on top of him. You could wear him down.
Technically, you should be able to beat him, right?
Which is size. He's lost. He lost to Cody.
Robbie says, what the F is this crap?
Ooh.
Dude looks like Hannibal. It's Malachi.
Malachi.
It's Malachi. Black.
Malachi. It's Malachi.
And Vindicator says, Zelina could definitely be queen of the tiny women in a lightweight division. She could even have a year-long Roman style of title run. Oh, wait, she has to learn the wrestling part of it first. Which she is, right?
Her and Liv down there.
So Zelina's actually
Who else
done
is
a
down
lot
there?
better
Sasha?
than Lana in learning to wrestle. Because you got to remember, right? Zelina basically was just a eye candy manager or whatever you want to call him. Valet or whatever for a long time. She never really did very many wrestling moves or wrestled. But now that she's back, she's learning a lot more and doing a lot better than I'd have to say some of the other women that were
I just
there.
wish Scarlett Bordeaux was still there. That kind of irritates me that she never made it onto TV.
Yeah. Javier Francisco is in the chat.
Hey, Javier.
Hey, Javier says, hey, I'm back.
Well, it's good to see you in here. Right now we're watching Malachi versus Brian Pillman
As Robbie says,
Jr.
Javier's back again. Tell your friends. Javier's back. Back again. Tell your friends. Vindicator says, and not just waving like a pageant winner. She does have that good pageant wave down, though.
She does. And her English accent that came out of nowhere. Because she's queen.
Vindicator says, Javier is back. Do you see him? Do you see him, Delitha? Oh, wait.
Can't see
Javier.
him. His time is now.
But he's back. And he's in the chat. You better be careful. Pico's like, LOL, quit making Malachi a thing.
It's Malachi.
Malachi.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi.
It's Malachi Black.
Knock it off, Gretchen. Malachi is never going to take. It's Malachi. It's Leopold.
Quit making Malachi a thing.
It's Malachi.
Oh God, Gretchen. Or he's like, man looks like a poor man's Drew McIntyre with his rinkier body. That's Aleister Black, Ravi, from WWE. Do you not recognize him? That's Zelina's husband. Bryce Pitts is in the chat. Hey, Bryce says, hi, D and Travis. What up? Nothing. Just watching some
AEW making history. Jade Cargill is your new TBS television champion.
Yes. And Hangman Adam Page retained his AEW title.
And we have a tag team match coming up after this.
Right now we have Malachi Black and Brian Pillman Jr. in wrestling match. It's picture in picture, but you know, that's great and stuff.
Somebody needs to call Metheny up and get Brian Jr. some drugs so his eyes are all crazy like his dad used
That's
to be.
right, crazy eye.
Metheny is his mom.
Metheny. That sounds about right.
Her name is actually
Bryce
Stephanie,
says,
but they call her Metheny because of her habits.
Bryce says, what's going on? We told you.
Holy crap, after all that.
Vindicator says Scarlett said in an interview with Renee Young that she was out due to popping one of her implants, then got released during her recovery. Such a shit move by NXT.
Oh, it's WWE. She would have been on the main roster as why. Yeah, that was tough. You know, popping the boob is bad enough, and then losing the job. I would have kept her.
Yeah, like, who cares? Like, there's no way that you can't make that work.
Scarlett, you can't lose, and she would have been a valet. You didn't even have to make her wrestle.
Yep. Robbie says, I know who he is, but he still does what?
Look like a Drew McIntyre.
Look like a poor man's Drew McIntyre.
I don't see it.
At least he doesn't have a sword.
Does Drew have tattoos?
Pretty sure somebody pooped. Vindicator's like, oh, did you see Mandy won the triple threat title match versus Cora and Raquel last night?
I did watch that.
Braun Breaker is the new NXT champ. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
His dad, Rick Steiner, came out to celebrate.
I did not see that. I watched the whole thing. I did not see that part. Did he come out after the show was over? Because I might have turned it off right when that ended. I was so excited.
Javier says they just released more people. Yeah, the NXT did a little bit ago.
Timothy Thatcher's gone.
I mean, unless they, remove...
Oh, Brian! Black Mass.
Did he do that on purpose?
He did not, but he was supposed to get hit with it anyways, so they just went with it.
Oh.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, shit.
Brian Pillman loses to Malachi Black.
Robbie says, with all these sound, the levels going up and down on the channel, I feel like a sound engineer of the O2 area. Oh, yeah, is your channel going up and down? Ours isn't. Where ours is playing out on the
I think
channel
they're talking about
watching.
us. And then
on our channel?
Yeah. Uh-oh! Get her! What's her name again?
Julia. Vindicator says, yeah, Rick came out on a YouTube clip exclusive, I think. Oh, that's why.
Woo! Malachi might get his ass kicked there.
Malachi's going to leave.
He's going to be
fuck
gone.
y'all.
Either that or he's going to lay him out and they're going to lose the titles.
Be released. Robbie's like, I'm talking about you, D. I don't have a voice that goes up and down. I am very monotone. What? They got in the ring and he's out?
Yeah, he's gone.
That's weird. He's in the ring. He's out of the ring. Pico's like Snake Plissken. I mean, Julia, right? She could never do Snake Plissken justice. Picola, that's blasphemy right there. How dare you even mention his name in the same even thing as Julia?
Oh, Ruby! What does she got to say? Is she going to cry like her friend?
She's like, I'm a loser. Maybe they should put her towards that championship. That'd be all right.
This is the second time you haven't got the big job done. I love that she called them broads. I like that word. Kick her ass.
Seabass.
Good girl. Add insult to injury. Get her, Baker. Oh, there's Riho.
Riho's like, I'll help you.
I feel like Riho's the absolute last person you want help from in a street fight.
She's like, I'll get you. They're like, it's fine, just go.
Like, if you had a choice, it would be like the last 2 people to help you in a street fight would be Darby Allin and Riho. Like, you two, stay in the house.
Like, nobody wants you. Rob was like, who's the twat with the Nelson eye patch, D? That's not Snake Plissken.
Her name is Julia Hart.
She's a twat, indeed.
Jesus Christ. Our chat
Major
gets
twat.
so fun. Oh.
Films like, hey, Miss Dia Travis, I am here. What's going on another episode of AEW? Lots of shit! And you missed it all!
It's a great show. It's probably the best one so far this year.
You missed Jade Cargill winning with her lovely armpits all up in the air. She won a big fat belt.
Yep. Jade Cargill is the new
Robbie
first
says,
time ever television champion.
She
of the
just
women's
made
division.
fucking history. Robbie says DMD rubbing salt into wound. Is she, though? Films like Ruby Soho, what does she want? She wants a fucking title. And for Britt Baker to shove her face into a toilet.
She wanted.
Ooh, it's going to be Dr. Britt and Jamie Hayter against Riho and Ruby Soho. And then the Saturday night fight of Britt Baker, DMD, and Riho. And Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara for your Saturday night fight. Live January 8th. CM Punk versus Wardlow. It smells like poo. Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb live next Wednesday. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dante Martin. Next Wednesday, the World Tag Team Champions Lucha Brothers versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus is up next, everybody. That's what we want to see. Do you think that the Lucha Brothers are going to lose the AEW Tag Team Championships? Or do you think that they will retain? What do you think's gonna happen? Vindicators like Britt Faker has to attack from behind. She can't use words like Liv does these days. Yeah, you know why? It's because Ruby Soho totally gave it to her good. She's like, oh, I could totally beat you. Film's like, oh man, that I missed the women's matches too. Yeah, you fucking did. You just missed it all. Rob is like, AEW has been classic tonight, better than Raw and SmackDown. Film's like, yes, thanks for telling me that, Misty. Appreciate it. Javier says Sammy is winning. Yeah, Javier, you think Sammy's going to be winning that on Saturday? You think that they're going to give it back to his ass? I don't think so. I think he's old hat. I think Cody Rhodes should keep it for a little bit and then have somebody else go after that's more deserving. Because I don't think Sammy Guevara is. Rob is like, loser brothers. Yeah, you think that the Lucha Brothers are going to win and retain the tag team championships then? I don't know. I mean, if they do, who would they go? You know, I kind of wish that Ortiz and Santana would win the tag titles. I think they should. Javier says, what do you guys think about Sammy and Ty Conte dating?
Love it.
Travis says he loves it. I don't personally care. I think Sammy is a jackhole. He is like a dirty, rotten piece of garbage. Anyways, Javier's like, Cody is overrated. But is he? I mean, if it wasn't for him and some other of these guys, AEW wouldn't be a thing. So, nah. Rob is like, old hat, lol. Where you living, D? The 1950s? Ha ha. You know, those are some good sayings just because you don't like them. Just because you like to talk so nobody understands what the fuck you're saying. Jeez, man. Films like Sammy and Ty are now a thing. Wow. Yeah. So, you know how Sammy, proposed to his then girlfriend, then became fiance after he won the title? So, I guess he decided that he didn't like her anymore. And so him and Ty Conte are now a thing. And everybody's mad at Ty Conte, but I don't think it's her fault. I look at him and go, you're an asshole. You're the garbage in the situation, not her. She could have been just minding her own business. And he's all there you know what, I still want that. And then he went home and said, I don't want you no more. I'm breaking up with you. And then went after Ty Conte. And she's probably like, what the fuck, dude? And then I don't think if I was her, I'd be with somebody like that because that shows me that he has a problem with a commitment issue. Because he like, I give up on this one, but I want this. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hey, it's Jungle Boy and the Luchasaurus with your favorite, everybody else's, Christian Cage. Robbie's like, LOD, people understand me all right. You just need to broaden your horizons. LOL. Okay, I don't think people understand you. I think they just fake understand you because they're like, God, he knows I don't know what I'm talking about. Then he's going to try to explain it. It's going to be worse. Ugh. And they're like, ugh. Javier's like, I think you should be watching the Sammy vlogs. Why would I want to watch them? I don't like Sammy Guevara. He's garbage. He's a 2-time bastard. That's what he is. Who in their right mind goes out there and they, oh, you know what? I'm going to propose to my girl on fucking TV. And then not 2 months later, he fucking breaks up with her for another woman. I just, what the fuck, dude? Seriously, like, could you at least have been, broken off the engagement for at least a few months? Then maybe went after Ty Conte and made it, like, official and shit? No. He didn't. And then everybody went after her like she's the bad person, and it's like, no. No. Film's like, yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. Missy, totally a huge jerk. Pickle's like, Sammy is sort of immature. And what's even funnier about that, Pickle, is they use him as one of the fucking pillars of AEW. What? Like, seriously? That guy is a joke. They're like, let's use Sammy Guevara as a pillar of AEW. You know? I think that's a good idea. Sure it is. He's like the biggest lizard on the planet, and they're like, we should totally have him as one of the pillars of our company because he is great. Weirdos. Rob was like, D, but you laughed at what I said, so you must be understanding me. No, honey. I just laugh because I don't know. Rob was like, LOD, people are allowed to change their minds and make mistakes, haha. Nobody said that they weren't. It's just that he made a big deal out of proposing to this girl on worldwide network television. It's different if you fucking do that shit in your own home and don't put it out there for everybody to see. That's a different story, but he made a fucking fool of himself. And he's still a fool. Luke is in the chat. And we got our undefending, very fantastic moderator back in the chat, Luke Riley! Sorry. I would ask what I missed, but it seems I may not want to know. Might not. Robin says, LO, they saw his talent, D. Oh, fuck, that kid don't have no talent. Film's like, I wonder if Sammy likes Brazilian chicks. Well, because it's Ty Conte is a Brazilian chick, I guess so. Anyways, this match started, guys. This is for the tag team title championship, whatever, for AEW. The Lucha Brothers are the champions right now. They're going up against Jurassic Express, which is, of course, Jungle Boy and the Luchasaurus. The one we haven't seen for a while. I don't know where he went to. Is that little boy that they normally have with them, but I don't know. Luke's like, yay! And Javier's like, but didn't you see the Twitter that Sammy put out? I do not follow any of them. I do not follow Twitter. Twitter is the devil of social media. It's one of the pillars of the devil. Oh, the big man got the tag in. That changes everything. Because we've got Luchasauruses against the Lucha Brothers, who are Luchas, and he's a Lucha, so they should be kindred spirits.
Well, it's a Luchan. Oh, I left my earphones out there.
Oops. Do you want me to go get him for you so you can watch and call the match?
No, I can still call it without listening.
Okay.
All right. It looks like Pentagon throwing his stuff onto the outside. He wants to go one-on-one with the big man. That is the Luchasaurus.
Ooh.
Luchasaurus misses with
Robbie's
the clothesline.
like, I'm
Big slap.
disappointed. I never got the Shane McMahon style intro from you. All I got was a quiet hello.
The greatest in the world.
Well, Luke says, look, Sammy is an adult who can do whatever he wants, but being an adult means he is going to receive criticism and backlash when he does something that is just weird and crazy. LOL.
It's just dumb. He shouldn't have proposed to the cow in the first place on TV. He did it on TV.
Worldwide national fucking television. It's a different story if you're just like, oh, look, everybody, we put our little picture up on Twitter and we're engaged.
I thought he was trying to do that song, from the 50s or whatever, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life. You heard that song? If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, make an ugly girl your wife.
Oh, is that what he says, an ugly girl?
Yeah.
I didn't know they said ugly.
Yeah, make an ugly girl your wife, and then you'll be happy for the rest of your life. Basically,
oh, that's just dirty pool,
Pentagon
man.
from behind kicks
Dirty pool.
Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and then the Luchasaurus takes them both out with double clotheslines. 65 million years of experience right there in the
Robbie's
dinosaur.
Like, loser brothers. Oh, Ravi.
You don't like the Lucha Bros?
Ravi, I earned my special delete the intro. Films like Jurassic
Whoa.
Express, I don't know. Do I want them to win? I'm kind of having mixed feelings about it. Hopefully the match will turn out well.
We still got about 15 minutes. The Joker's in there right now with the Luchasaurus, it looks like. Why does he have the Joker face on? Pentagon loves the Joker.
I was like, why is
Kicked him right in the back of the head. Then
he's like,
Ray Phoenix with a kick.
I didn't use a mirror for my makeup. For me, it says, I was right about Ruby Soho. She was nothing without her buddy Liv Morgan. Oh, that's just mean.
Or the other one.
Robbie says, big up, Luke. Yeah, you did, brother. Film says, but no, Marco Stunt still injured, I think. Oh, Marco Stunt still injured.
Stunt. They replaced him with Christian Cage anyways. And maybe Christian shows up tonight and costs them the match.
He's right there.
Okay.
He's already
And maybe
out there
Christian costs them the match.
If so, then the other guy on the other side might not help.
Maybe Christian will cost them the match and then go one-on-one with one of them next week on Raw or
Wednesday.
Because
they hate each
Dynamite.
other.
You're thinking of the wrong team.
Oh, the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah. Jack Perry gets attacked by Edge or Christian. Sorry. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
This is a little drama for New Year's.
Remy says Ruby Soho is nothing without her buddy Liv Morgan. Philip says, yeah, totally not her fault. Remy says, I think Bunny deserves AEW Women's Championship title.
I think Bunny deserves a shot in the future after Baker drops it. I think Bunny will be first in line. They're not going to go double heels on that one. And she's not that great off camera, right? Like Britt Baker, she's really good all around all the time. Mm-hmm. Like even that little segment they did with her. Bunny can't pull segments like that.
No.
And so they'd have to figure out a way that she could pull off segments like that. But, at some point somebody else has got to be champion. But a good Bunny isn't going to do it.
Yeah, true.
But like a Tay or an Anna Jay would be fine, as long as it wasn't too long of a title reign.
Robbie says, Dee, did you put makeup on tonight? You didn't have to go to all that trouble for me, haha. No, this is all my natural glory of no makeup. Why would I get dressed up for any of you? I don't even get dressed up for myself. Luke says no more details. So more details have just started coming out about Toni Storm quitting. Evidently, right before that three-way match that she quit after she was told they wanted her to apparently start another heel.
They wanted another heel, and that's all they have is heels.
Remy says,
kicked him right in the hamstring.
Bunny. What? He kicked him in the hamster?
Kicked him hamstring, yes.
Start another heel faction with Becky and Carmella and Zelina, but apparently her role was going to be the weakest one, never win a match and be the whipping post for Becky.
Like the rest of the women's division?
So instead of just saying no and giving him a different idea, she quit. Pathetic.
Just not sure she could be on TV. That's I think that's what it all boils down to.
At this point, yeah. Like, I mean, wow. Like,
I think just the pressure of being on TV.
Does that make me feel bad for her? No, it fucking doesn't. Like, not at all. Rob is like, Luke, why did Tony Storm actually leave? Read his post, that's why. Remy says she's very well wrestler without her sister Rosemary. Last Friday, AEW Rampage, she's proven to everyone how good she is her.
Who are we talking about?
Bunny.
Yeah, no, she did fantastic. I love it. What they did last Friday was great. It should have been the main event of that show. They should have closed it down with that.
Right.
With the 4 women, like they did. You know, you watched it.
I did watch it. Anyways, we're back from commercial break.
The only one that didn't do anything was Tay Conte. I was pretty saddened by that. Like it's almost like she wasn't even in the match. So Anna Jay had to carry the match all by herself.
She did pretty good though.
She did. She did great.
Looks like evidently she did try to pitch other ideas, but Vince kept turning them down. Then you keep pitching. You keep pitching, and then if it doesn't, you take the job and you just
make
it fucking phenomenal. And then you pitch your other ideas. You don't fucking give up. Who the fuck gives up? No heart. Absolutely no heart.
Vince likes a certain few wrestlers because they say yes to everything. The Miz is one of them. Mm-hmm.
Rob is like,
Elias
you're
is
not
one.
in her shoes, so you can't say things like that. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Looks like on Jericho's podcast, he had Zelina on it today, and she actually backed up the claims. Of course she would. She better watch herself, though, because she might get her ass fired again. Remember what happened the last time she did it?
Yeah, that's when she wanted, like, a union or something. She's all sorts of weird.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a union.
Like, all right, you guys, I'm going to catch a few Z's and prepare myself to listen to Lesnar and the Walrus run their mouths some more without saying much.
Well, they got to get somebody on SmackDown. You know, Vince has got to be paying him huge money to be on both shows and weekly for a while. This is awesome. This is like 2017 when he was on TV quite a bit more.
So
No, Luchasaurus doesn't lose to that.
Ramit says, have a great, see you Friday. Stay healthy and happy always. You too, Ramit. Thanks for hanging with us.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Vindicator's like, see you then. Arrivederci.
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 Speaking my Italian.
Revive is like, D, man, you're harsh. Just saying it. Truth. It's truth.
Yeah, sometimes that truth hurts. Like, it depends on, I don't know what you were saying that they're saying was harsh, but.
That Zelina backing up the claims, she better watch herself or she'll get her ass fired again.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
That's just the truth. Because that's what happened the last time.
That doesn't sound bad, so I don't know if that's what it was. Look at that. Right into a rolling freaking pile driver. Ooh. 1, 2. Oh, it's a gun. Kicks out.
Kicked out of it. The Luchasaurus just doesn't have it. In all his 65 bazillion years.
I just kind of wish that he was a singles wrestler without the stupid mask on, but I know he's super popular, so whatever.
He likes being a goddamn dinosaur. Leave him alone.
It's fine.
Maybe it was his dream as a child to be a freaking wrestler that wore a dinosaur mask and was a Luchasaurus.
Look at that Pentagon taking everybody out. Rey Fenix steps into the ring, and he gets invited in by his throat. Oh! Right into that rolling pile driver. I think it was called a Canadian something. I can't remember what they called it. Boom! That was fanatical, fantastical. 2-0. Referee stopped counting.
He did. I was like, LOL, I'm taking the mic with my comments. What in the fuck? Stop taking drugs, Robbie. Like, seriously.
Like
stop
a date rape drug?
Taking drugs. Robbie's like, Tony, she can always join Ring of Honor. Pico's like, Lucha is living his best prehistoric life. Like, right?
Uh-oh, lights went out.
Oh my god, what's happening?
The lights went out.
What's happening?
The lights came back on.
Somebody murdered the Luchasaurus.
The Luchasaurus is just gone?
Oh my god, the Luchasaurus just fucking appeared.
Somebody stole the dinosaur.
Somebody fucking stole
there he is.
Oh, there he is.
There he is climbing up on top.
What happened to him?
I don't know what's happening. Why did the lights go out?
Why did they have a power outage?
Something funky happened. Boom, boom, maca-lacca-lacca, boom. That's every time I hear it. Everybody do the dinosaur. That's what he should come out to.
Javier says they should have a mask versus title match.
Whoa!
Ouch.
Phoenix didn't make it over, so he tripped
Oops.
over Jungle Boy. The Jungle Boy gets his head driven right into the canvas on the outside.
Pentagon's like, get in there,
Pentagon,
you bitch.
Phoenix, one-on-one with Jungle Boy. It's about to be over. And that might just do it. 1, 2, no!
Jungle Boy kicked you out of
Jack
that.
Perry kicking out!
Ridiculous. Looks like also...
What's happening here? Who's this? Who's this guy?
That's
Oh,
that guy.
okay. So I
That's
just
that
want to
guy.
make sure.
Why? Why is he wearing Michael Jackson gloves?
He just loves it. He likes to beat it.
Ew, gross.
Are
He's
they
like,
telling
"Throw
him
him
no?
on the
They're like,
table."
we don't want cheating. They're saying no, no.
Christian Cage is like, dude, you need to get out of here.
Okay, Cage just chased him all. I was going to say trekked, but that doesn't make any sense.
Hey, you need to,
The table's still set up. One of the Lucha Bros going to go through the table?
Maybe? I have no idea.
The big man steps up on the outside. He's out there with Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix taking it right to him. Oh, big boot, though. Yep.
Oh, boo.
No, he hasn't went through it yet. Is he going to move?
Hold on.
He's either going to
Go down.
He's either going to go through the table
Oh.
or they're going to go through the table. Right here, Rey Fenix.
Headbutt with a slapping of his thigh.
Right, a choke slam through the table.
Oh.
Phoenix is done.
Ouch. Man.
Phoenix is done. He might have broke his arm too. Look at it.
Oh, shit.
He's done. He broke his arm.
Oh,
Ray Phoenix snapped his arm.
Oh, my
Oh, God! Oh, God!
Oh, my
It
God!
bent backwards! Oh, God! Oh, my God!
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
my God! That was disgusting!
Did you guys see that?
Oh, my God! It broke! Oh, my God! That's
oh, my
so
God.
fucking
Poor
gross!
guy.
He's
oh, my
done!
fucking God.
His arm broke backwards!
Like, literally
Like his
backwards.
hand touched his shoulder this way!
Backwards.
Oh, my God!
Oh my God, indeed. Holy shit, that was
They have to lose the titles now. They can't hold on to
They
the titles.
can't. They literally, like,
Oh my
showed
God.
that 3 times, guys. Oh my God, poor guy.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Oh, it's making me sick. It's over. We got new tag team champions.
Oh my God, how horrible.
Oh my
What a
God.
horrible way to lose your championship, so I hope he's okay.
Oh my God.
I hope they can fix his arm.
Well,
That
they can't. They
fucking
got to get him to the hospital and
sucks.
do surgery immediately because they could have broken artery. Oh my God.
Is the ref telling him
look
what
at him.
happened?
Oh, he sees it. He knows. Look at. There's no happiness. They just won the title. There's no happiness.
You just couldn't be too happy about that. That's fucking crazy.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Looks like, okay, I almost just lost my dinner. Robbie's like, rewind that and play it in slow-mo. Pico's like, that was crazy. Looks like I could have gone without that puke face. Phil's like, what just happened?
Right here, they're going to show it again.
Oh my God.
His elbow dislocated, and they keep showing the replay. Why would they do that?
So the Lucha Brothers lost their titles for the tag team championships to the Jurassic Express. Okay, so poor
Rey
fucking
Fenix.
Rey Fenix. They set up that goddamn table out there, and this is the shit that can go wrong, right? The Luchasaurus put him down. He didn't have his arms out. He tucked his
He
arm.
tried to cut. He tried to catch himself.
He shouldn't have, and that's the bad part, right? And that's what happens. And he tucked his arm.
Hopefully they're coming out to...
And literally his arm just, it was done.
It went this way, so from here, it
was
dislocated.
Like, he was enough with it, though, that he was like, dude, he's calling the people off the side to come help him because his arm was done. Like, it was disgusting. Like, it was bad.
That's tough, and they have to all come out to celebrate, and to say, hey, we're next, all the tag teams. Notice those are all the tag teams.
Yeah. All the tag teams are out there, like, look at him, like, yeah, we're next, but you know that there's going to be some, like, major, like, oh my God, dude, in the back. Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if they saw it, though. They might not. There not be monitors all over.
I don't know. I don't know if they did or not, but I know that the Luchasaurus knows for sure what the fuck happened, because he was right fucking there. The rest, like, come on, guys. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
The show must go on.
Anyways, Luke earlier said also someone broke into Liv's farm and poisoned some of her chickens and damaged some of the farm structures. Ironically, the culprit was seen and tackled by Sarah's husband, and Liv wasn't home. Liv said on Twitter when
Was
she
it
gets
Dalitha?
home, gets all of the details from the police, she will update everyone. Okay, I would never
Kill a chicken.
like go on somebody's property and poison animals. Like that's fucking just disgusting. Like that person is gross. That person should be strung up from a tree by the hills of their feet. That is just I have no words for that kind of a person. That's horrible. Anyways, Robbie says, D, me on drugs, that's something no one wants to see. LOL. Films like Careful Jungle Boy. Alita says it happens at Georgia Tech. Robbie says, where did Cage spring from? Javier says, I am the table. And then Lost Dinner, rewind slow-mo, okay. And Javier's like, good God. Robbie's like, that's crazy. His arm is fooked. Film says, yo, some wrestler broke his arm. Oh my God, like in oh my gosh. And Robbie says, needs a plate and some screws. Film says, Javier says, I don't want to see it again. Robbie's like, D, this ain't ballet. Looks like WWE cuts away from injuries. AEW is like, here is 100 replays from all the angles. Right? Film's like, oh, yo, Rey Fenix broke his arm. Yo, that is terrible. Yikes. Oh, that's nasty. Looks like, don't forget to read earlier comments from Chat Talitha. When things settle down, I posted some news. Got it.
That is.
Anyways, Bryce says, hey, what's going on? What's all this promotion all about? And Robbie says, Chris not giving two fucks sitting in the stands.
Yeah, well, it's hard.
In tears. I mean, right, so they're happy that the Jungle Boy and the Luchasaurus,
Nobody wants to win like that.
Won, but they sure in the fuck didn't want to win like that. You know, and even if they were supposed to win, there's no way that you want somebody injured like that to win. And I hate to say it, but it's his own fault. I see it in wrestling all the time. Fucking Riddle does that shit too,
Matt Riddle.
and it drives me insane that he constantly puts his fucking hand down to catch himself from when they throw him, and he does it all the time. And it's like, dude, that's what can happen. That's what can happen because Rey Fenix literally tried to catch himself when he was powerbombed through that table by the Luchasaurus. It didn't work out so well for him. That is horrible. I hope his arm is okay.
It's not. I just hope that it didn't sever an artery and he's going to lose his arm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because that's what happens. Okay. If the artery is severed and they can't get to it in time, he's going to lose his arm. He's going to get an amputation.
Right. So that's what I'm talking about, hoping his arm is okay. Like that he keeps his arm. We probably will not be seeing him in wrestling for a while.
Yeah.
For a long while. And that's why I'm hoping that his arm is okay in that sense. That, you know, oh my gosh. Luke says, I literally don't think I can go to sleep after watching that. Well, horror movie it is. Bryce says, well, congrats to them. They're the new tag team champions, but which wrestler broke his arm?
Rey Fenix snapped it. Compound, probably.
Bryce says, oh, wait, never mind. You guys are talking about one half of the Lucha Brothers. Was it Rey Fenix?
Rey Fenix.
Rey Fenix. Mm-hmm.
Broke his arm backwards.
Robbie says, Jungle Boy, he's a safe wrestler most of the time.
Like, dislocated it, the elbow, and then it folded
backwards
like this,
him.
And it could have maybe not dislocated the elbow. It might have broke the upper dorsum.
I'm not gonna rewind it to play it in slow mo to like see exactly what happened. I'm sure we'll hear more about it later on for stuff, but I just it's
it won't let me.
Luke's like Twitter is collectively getting sick from all the injury posts. LOL. Right? Yeah. I just Alita's like, that's what happened to my toes. Ew.
Yeah, the amputation.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, hon.
Right. I mean, and it's definitely something you never want to see in any sport whatsoever. I mean, Travis and I have watched broken legs and arms in UFC, and they're disgusting. And I'm pretty sure we watched what's-his-face in NXT break his leg, Ridge Holland. Mm-hmm. We watched that happen. He broke his leg. Luckily, though, you didn't see anything because it was still in his boot. So you didn't really see, like, the whole, like, injury of what happened because it was kind of contained. But still, I mean, that's just yucky. Bryce says, well, ouch, that's got to hurt. Unlike Eagles, well, recovery for Rey Fenix's arm. Yes, I hope to God that his arm is okay and that he's able to retain his arm and everything with it. That's
screw his wrestling career at this point. Now
I
let's save the arm first.
Okay.
Save the arm first.
I was like,
well, save his life first.
Real deal, you know them ones. Right. It was just crazy that he was able to know that it was something horrible had happened. And he's immediately like, you guys need to get over here now.
Well, when I first seen it, I was like, look at that bump. I was like, there's something wrong with his arm. And then you seen him go like that. And I was like, it's broken. And then they showed the replay. And
then they showed the replay. And then they showed the replay again. Travis was like, ugh, and I'm over here like, looks like I have to say, since AEW is live, I can understand the injury being shown live, but all the replays seems kind of weird and not very classy in my opinion.
Facts.
That is, yeah, I have to agree with that to a certain degree, but at the same time, like,
it is what it is.
Cut it up and be like, hey, here it is. But you know what's going to happen, right, is that they're not going to show that ever again. So they're like, oh, shit, you know, like, well, whoops, you know, but how many of those people in the audience are like, oh, this is what wrestling's all about? Kind of garbage, you know, like, no, it's not about people.
After you break it like that, you put him in an arm bar.
Right?
Make him tap.
You just make him tap. I was like, Ray gonna have screwed and plate in his arm, possibly.
If he keeps it, you got to remember he's got to keep it first, but he's got to stay alive to keep it. If that artery is severed, he's got 30 minutes to get surgery and.
Yeah. And I mean, and hopefully.
So what happens if it's severed? This is exactly what happens. They rush you in. So depending on how far the medical facility is away, they're going to get him there, and they've got to go in immediately because it'll start turning black and from the blood if it's severed. If that's the case, they have to cut it ruthlessly open, and they get in there and they try to fix it because they don't care about the arm anymore. Mm-hmm. And then usually the damage that's done from that is the amputation style, but they have to save his life first.
Right.
But who knows? Maybe there's nothing wrong with the artery, and it's just an everyday injury, and he'll be back in 4 months.
Right.
And that's what we hope for.
Best case scenario, that's what we're hoping for.
I want it to be, just a simple injury, like a clean break.
Fixable. He puts in a cast for 6 weeks. He gets better. He works well, and he gets better. I mean, that just...
But to me, it looks like ligament damage. It looks like tendon damage. It looks like muscle damage. It looks like bone damage. And hopefully not artery. Because artery is the part that keeps you alive.
Yeah.
And keeps blood to those...
keeps the tissue alive then,
yes.
too. Robbie says, that's the thing, one slip and it's all over. And that's the hard part, right? Because these guys are professionals, and they're high flyers, and they know that shit like this can happen. So it just drove me crazy that these guys put their arms down to, like, save themselves all the time.
And it's not, like, if he fell and put his arm down, he'd have been okay. He had a 270-pounder on top of him.
Well, the Luchasaurus wasn't really on him. He kind of...
But it was his motion. Think of how much energy it's created.
I understand the motion of it. I'm saying the Luchasaurus wasn't on top of him. He power-bombed him on it, but he didn't land on top of him. But his momentum of that, yes, the horrible, way more
And he was
pressure.
worried he was sliding off the table, which he kind of was, but he just needed to let the table break.
Yeah,
or fall off.
You know, like, keep your arm up, relax yourself a little bit.
And then just let the world happen. Mm-hmm. If you fall off and the table don't break and you look like the women, it's fine.
Yeah, who cares? At least you don't break an arm.
But by doing this up in the air, now he's airborne with his arm behind him. And now the table collapses, but with all that weight from the two of them, so 500 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, and it's just horrible because those guys in the ring are just like, yay, we won. And all those other guys had to come out and they're like, yay, they won. And so it's just like, I mean, the ref's like, come on, guys, it's okay. And had to put their arms up, you know, like, let's do this and get it done. That was
Christian, wasn't it?
No, that was the ref. Hit the Luchasaurus, like, to get his attention so they could. But, I mean, still, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, you're just thinking, all your brain is thinking is like, is he okay? Oh, my God.
You don't even want to be out there still. You want to go in the back and
you don't want to be out there
go
anymore.
to the hospital with him.
I mean, they had to literally, because I think Penta didn't know what happened, and the ref had to, like, tell him. Like, the ref was telling him, he's like, where's Ray? And he goes, he got hurt, he got injured, you need to go in the back right now. And so he left. Like, you never saw him
brothers.
again. Yeah, so he was gone. So he left. Anyways, Luke says, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, a lot of people in the crowd didn't handle it very well. Reports of sick audience members and reports of the crowd chanting, get well, Phoenix. Yeah. Alita says, then you raise his arm twice. Pico says, did you ever see the Paul George injury to his leg U.S. basketball game? It reminds me of that. I think Travis has shown me that one before.
That one's a little bit worse than this one, but
yeah,
that one was a no contact injury, and it was a compound fracture, so the bone came out. So
yeah, kind of like that.
There was one in college too, a Rutgers or one of the colleges. I don't know if it was Rutgers. I don't know where that came from, but he had broke his leg like that also.
Yeah. Philip says, well, that's one way to end off of an AEW episode. It feels like, bruh. And Ravi's like, good show. Anyway, yeah, I mean, most of it was good, except for that. It was kind of like...
We got 2 new champions.
Yes. One retained, which we were hoping... Anyways, I was hoping he would retain, because I really don't want Daniel Bryan's son to be that winner yet. Alita says that just instinct to brace yourself. True, but... They're so used to falling. I mean, they throw themselves around all the time.
So here's the problem with people that just wrestle, right? That didn't play other sports. Mm-hmm. In other sports, wrestling and football, they train you repeatedly to fall flat on your back.
Yeah.
Do not put your arm back. I remember Pee Wee football, and they're doing tackle drills, and you want so hard to turn on your side. Because nobody wants to fall flat on their back, right? Like if you're just standing there, you want to fall on one of your sides. Mm-hmm. But in football, they had to just ingrain it into you. And I'm talking like 5th grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. And you do tackle drills over and over and over. And by the time you're a senior in high school, you've been tackled 20,000 times. And guess what? You land on your back when you get tackled. You don't try to land on your side. And you'll notice a lot of these guys that never played organized sports, because in wrestling you do it also. Mm-hmm. When they get in fights and somebody is tackling them, you'll notice they'll start to turn. And then once they turn, the other fighter's got their back. Mm-hmm. You want to stay on your back. So if you get tackled, stay on your back, and now you're in a guard. But anyways, it's...
Yeah.
But when you got non-athletes in an athletic event, you're going to get injuries.
Right.
And it happens all the time.
Which is so crazy, because I don't think I've ever seen him fall and put his arm out. Like, I've never seen him take falls or power bombs or anything like that and put his arms out like that. He's always got his arms in. So it was just kind of weird. It was just a fluke fucking thing.
Oh, it's very fluky. I mean, it happens 1,000 times a year or more, and you don't even think about it.
Robbie's like, boxing, UFC can be worse too. Javier says, and this is why they say don't try this at home.
Shit, a boxer got killed on Christmas Eve. I don't know if you guys heard about that. He was driving his SUV
I thought maybe it was an actual event. I'm like,
Arizona.
They killed him?
No, he was just driving his SUV, minding his own business, and some people say it's a road rage incident. But anyways, what happened is the guy pulled up next to him and shot him in the temple in front of his 3 kids and his wife in his car on Christmas Eve.
The guy just was like, I don't like you. Oh, you're...
Well, they're saying it could be a road rage incident, but who knows what happened.
They have cameras everywhere there. There's no way that they don't have camera action of that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure stuff's happening. I'm just saying the boxer lost his life.
Film's like, dude, it's 100% sure you do not want to be trying these finisher moves or signatures from wrestling at home. 100% do not try this at home, seriously. Right? Anyways, guys, and on that gross note, we're going to go. All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight and watching AEW Dynamite. We really appreciate it. We're going to be back again, though, on Friday for SmackDown, some WWE action, and hopefully no gross injuries like that. And nobody gets injured. But other than that, hopefully Rey Fenix gets better. Hopefully he keeps his arm and it heals and all that good stuff. At this point, that's all I care about for his life. So, Lita says, road rage. Ravi says, all the best. God bless. All right, everybody. Again, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody, for watching Wrestling Gavin. We'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.